So, the Sky won, but look, one of the biggest stories to come out of this game is you're playing one of the considered to be top 4 teams in the league, the Minnesota Lynx, and nobody showed up to watch this game.
Angel Reese just got hit with the kind of reality check that could shatter a phone screen. Turns out her WNBA preseason debut attracted fewer eyeballs than a rerun of a backyard chess tournament on public access TV, and let's just say she didn't exactly take it like a champ.
I thought Angel Reese was the star of stars, the icon of icons. That's what the mainstream media keeps telling me. Headline at Forbes from last month. How Angel Reese and Asia Wilson are leading the WNBA.
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is out here breaking TV ratings like they owe her money, getting compared to Taylor Swift or Beyonce, except she has a jump shot from the logo. Reese's ratings, on the other hand, had all the visibility of a ninja in a blackout. So what happened? How did the self-proclaimed IDG girl of women's basketball turn invisible overnight? This isn't just a slip. It's a nosedive so public it's trending in real time. If you're riding with Caitlin, comment baby goat over baby giraffe down below. Let's go.
Again, 5 million Instagram followers do not equate to basketball fans. It's a totally different group of people. You've got a basketball player, you've got a celebrity that, or somebody that thinks she's a celebrity, that happens to be a basketball player. All right, but she's not celebrity enough to actually pack in the stands. And guys, there is some ugly numbers here.
Angel Reese marched into the WNBA like she was headlining Coachella. Confidence and Sky aura turned all the way up. But what she got was more open mic night at the abandoned bowling alley energy. The audience crickets and tumbleweeds, national TV viewers, they were somewhere else entirely, probably watching reruns of Storage Wars. What should have been her big splash turned into a tiny ripple, barely noticed.
Angel Reese fans, LSU fans, all of you who tell us, oh my God, what a big superstar. Oh my God, transcendent. Oh my goodness, generational. Oh my goodness, so on and so forth. You guys do all the talking, all the yapping. Twitter fingers turn to can't even show up and buy ticket fingers.
Let's rewind to the preseason kickoff, where the Chicago Skies squared off against Brazil's national team at LSU Angels' supposed home turf with a blend of Brazilian flair and a college crowd that once crowned their self-proclaimed queen. Expectations were sky high, but the result was crickets, literal crickets. The TV ratings were so low, even snail mail moved faster. If a DVD logo bouncing on a screen had replaced the game feed, it might have pulled in more engagement. That's how non-existent the buzz was.
There's a bigger story. 305,000 viewers for the Sky game against the Brazil national team. 305,000 viewers. By the way, Ion is a free over-the-air antenna station. If you've got an antenna, you can watch Ion Network.
Then came Game 2, Sky vs. Lynx. Reese's supposed bounce-back performance, spoiler alert, flopped harder than a discount inflatable pool. She showed up expecting pyro and applause, but all she got were a few pigeons doing lazy flyovers and a part-time blogger at Wendy's live tweeting between spicy nugget orders. The energy was so dry even the scoreboard looked like it wanted to go home early. It was less a can't-miss sports moment and more accidental background noise during laundry day.
By the way, this arena holds roughly 10,000 fans, okay? It was at the Wintrust. You see that right there. 4,688 fans showed up to a game that Angel Reese is playing in.
At one point, the cameras caught the stands, and it looked like a post-apocalyptic ghost town. Rows of empty seats echoed a haunting silence, like everyone had RSVP'd no to Angel's coming out party. Somewhere deep in the bowels of a TV studio, a network exec stared at those grim Nielsen numbers and questioned their life choices, and she didn't just brush it off. Nope, she erupted. Not like an athlete fueled by the haters, but like a Real Housewives reunion chair-throwing meltdown. She took to social media with cryptic posts, passive-aggressive emojis, and enough dramatic flair to get her a guest spot on Bravo. Subtle it was not.
Wait a minute. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I thought Angel Reese was responsible for elevating the WNBA dump. I thought Angel Reese was responsible for taking the dump and turning it into an unmonetizable turd. Now, to her credit, it is a nicely polished turd. It almost looks appealing. Almost. Of course, it's still not appealing enough to generate profit.
Her PR team must have been sweating buckets scrolling Twitter, praying for traction, but the digital streets were silent, headlines non-existent, engagement flatter than a soda left open overnight. Because in 2025, it's not just about performance. It's about whether your game can be chopped into viral content, and the content became viral all right for all the wrong reasons.
Angel Reese, preseason basketball, let's get it. Bang! How about a little less time at the Met Gala and more time in the layup line? How about it? Bang! More time at the free throw line. How about that? Bang! Heard the Chicago Sky are running a play called Giraffe. It's where they just give it to Angel Reese and she just goes ISO. Hey, someone get the zookeeper. This one's escaping.
Meanwhile, in a different reality, one where sports actually matter, Caitlin Clark was setting fire to every expectation the WNBA has ever seen. While Angel was shooting layups to empty bleachers, Clark was bringing a full arena to its feet with her preseason exhibition against Brazil, record-breaking like history books. Level buzz moms, dads, barber hop patrons, little kids, random dudes who haven't watched a women's game since Lisa Leslie's dunk, all watching Clark, made the game an event, a thing, the kind of moment that even folks who don't know a pick and roll from a dinner roll felt compelled to see.
There was no argument to be made. We heard it from Chinea Nwumike as well. We've heard it from a lot of people. Like, there's no argument to be made that there is a needle. There is a needle.
Clark didn't just play. She performed. She was out there slinging assists, drilling deep threes, and reminding the WNBA that she isn't just a player. She's a phenomenon. Her game wasn't just dominant. It was cinematic. Every step, every bucket, every glare had the polish of a Netflix sports documentary, while Ree was stuck hoping someone would notice her hustle. Clark was hijacking the entire conversation, drawing every camera, every headline, every eye. It was a contrast so stark it felt scripted, while Ree was still trying to figure out how to stop her sneakers from squeaking too loud in a half-empty gym. Clark was metaphorically dunking on the sun. Reese's look at me moment had been swallowed by Clark's takeover of the entire basketball universe. Reese's trash talk muted Clark's game volume all the way up. One was begging for attention, the other couldn't avoid it if she tried.
Ouch. Chicago Sky with their second straight home game where the arena is not even half full. It was a great game. HVL did great. Come on, Chicago. Some tickets were only $3. There is no comparison. There is no excuses anymore for a certain side of the fan base. Y'all are a vocal minority, and there's now statistical data that is flat proving it.
Clark's every move had ESPN on red alert, ready to cut to her highlight reel like they were covering breaking news. Reese's fans, ever loyal, tried to spin it. It's the network's fault the tip-off time was bad. The lighting in the arena was off, but none of that explains the obvious. The buzz just wasn't there. The excitement wasn't missing because of bad promotion. It was missing because no one was clamoring for what Angel was selling. That's not shade. That's fact.
ESPN featured Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Felines against the best AAU team from Brazil. The Roo from Waterloo drew 1.3 million viewers, which was a 13% increase over the WNBA's regular season average on ESPN last year. Viewership also exceeded ratings for Game 1 of the WNBA Finals.
What Caitlin Clark has ignited isn't just a fan base, it's a cultural phenomenon. She's made every game feel urgent, every minute must watch, and every stat line a conversation. And Ree, well, she's still trying to figure out where the crowd went. Fame is fickle, and in the age of viral culture, You can either spark the moment or get lost in the noise.
Hey, WNBA refs call it travel is the day we're watching because of you. Is this not a travel? You jump off your pivot foot, land on it again, and spin a roo? Blind squirrel finds nut. Bang! Oh, we've been waiting all offseason for the bag work. Here we go. Give it to Angel Reese at the elbow. Jab, jab. Yeah! Jab again. Here we go. Butter pecan. Bang! Had to blur out the unethical stat patch.
Let's just get this out of the way. Caitlin Clark's exhibition warm-up game pulled in 1.3 million viewers like it was Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Meanwhile, Angel Reese's WNBA preseason debut couldn't outraw a live stream of watching paint dry. It's past irony now. It's bordering on tragicomedy. Somewhere, minor league curling executives are flexing harder numbers than.
So there's no excuse. Nobody watched that game between the Sky at LSU for Angel Reese's homecoming. Nobody watched. Nobody watched. Nobody was there. Half the arena was empty.
The funniest part is Reese moves through media like she's starring in her own sports biopic that skipped the green light and went straight to DVD. She's got the walk, the talk, the made-for-TV energy, but when it's game time, it's all sound check and no audience. She's entering arenas like she's stepping onto the Met Gala red carpet, but nobody's there to clap. If you're serving high drama to an empty house, it's not a blockbuster. It's a sad karaoke night where the mic squeals louder than the crowd.